Hello drivers, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James and today got another video for you on one of our latest additions to the Turbo Racing lineup. This is going to be the C76 version 3 and it comes in two options. I have the orange color here, but we also have a green color that you'll see on the screen. And just again, some more improvements and advancements to the Turbo Racing car lineup. You see a lot of the cars around you. I really love the Turbo Racing. These are coffee table ready RC cars, if you will. They're nice and small, but they offer a lot of the features you'd expect and do see on larger RC cars, like proportional steering and acceleration. Lights are on these things, easy to charge up with USB ports and such, and all around just a magnificent way to play with RC on a rainy day in the house in a small space. You know, you don't even need the mats. Like this mat, we sell about 4 different options. This is the larger mat, the largest mat we have, which has a racetrack on it. I'll show you another mat that we carry. I'm going to open that today in this video as well. And then you can find those on the website as well as some accessories too. They do have like borders that you can put around, plastic borders. So if you want to make a course on a hardwood floor or on a granite countertop or your kitchen table, things like that, you can go nuts. And all around, just a super neat package for the price in these boxes. So we'll do an unboxing, but first let's go over all the features of the C76. So some of the features of the C76. First off, you got functioning modular headlights, taillights, and an underbody LED set. If you've seen any other videos, most of the Turbo Racing cars offer these, and it's pretty cool because you get that underglow, so in a little bit of darkness, they really pop if you're driving it around on these mats or on a hardwood floor. You've got a convenient USB transmitter-based charging system. So again, you can charge it with the included USB charger. Super simple. It runs on a USB-C port. So even if you don't have that, if you have an Android phone, that same kind of charger is going to charge up your car, and it doesn't take long to charge it up. But the battery, you know, is mounted inside, not removable, but you could always change it if you want to, but it's not easily removable. But for the most part, you're going to get a lot of life on the battery included. As I said in the intro, you got adjustable steering rate and enhanced throttle curves for all skill levels, and this C76 offers about a 20% increase in speed over some of the earlier editions of the models. As I said before, those batteries offer about 30 minutes of race time that you'll be able to have, so that's one of the best features about this. You could run them for a really long time. And another thing you can do with these, they have an adjustable wheelbase. So you can extend the wheelbase a little bit and then actually remove the top, and you can fit some other tops from other die-cast models if you wish, and other cars, which I'm not going to mention, but you can figure out which ones you can put on there. So you can really put almost any body on these cars if you do a little manipulation, and all around, super duper fun. It comes with a fully proportional 2.4 gigahertz transmitter as well, and that transmitter is going to be able to do all the things you'd expect from a larger RC transmitter for a larger car. So you can get, you're able to trim the steering, trim the throttle, things of that nature. And then lastly, the model itself comes with 2 additional unpainted bodies. So if you do want to just make your own color schemes, and if you like painting, you want to go through our airbrushing kits maybe and you know, add some stickers or just get a different color, you're going to have 2 other options that are going to fit right inside the box. So that's really great. So you don't have to be beholden to whatever color option you choose. You could always add some more. So that's it for the features. Let's open the box and take a look at the C76. So I just cut the tape. I pre-cut the tape, but you can see opening the top of the box, you're going to get a little manual right at the top. That's going to give you, you know, like a quick start guide, going to show you everything you need to do right out of the box. Put that off to the side. Little piece of plastic, but you see right on top, you've got your car in the middle. It's already complete. Again, all you're going to have to do is flip the switch on it, and I'll show you that in a second, or charge it up. I pre-charged the car just so we'd be ready for this video. And then you can see your extra bodies. So you get 2 extra bodies in the kit, which are nice, and then you get all the accessories to complete those bodies. So like the spoiler, you see the black bits on the car, the rear view mirrors, the front hood, all these like little extra pieces in black. I'll open one of those, but you get 2 of those, 1 for each body. And then these are the modular LED underbody lights. So the lights themselves are white, but then you could put up to 4 different color options. I believe it's red, blue, orange, and green, and they're available right there. Then once you take that out, we go underneath, and then you're going to see your transmitter. It's a 2-piece transmitter. You put it together, so that's the top. pistol grip and the bottom. And then you get your USB port for a charger. You can charge these cars two different ways actually. So if you want to plug in the USB-C cord into a USB outlet, that will plug in to the bottom of the car like so. And the car will have a red light on it when it's charging, and it'll turn off when it's fully charged. Or the transmitter itself, which is really cool, I'll show you in a second, does have a USB-C on it. So if you want to use the batteries in the transmitter, the car itself can mount right on the transmitter. A lot of the individual cars do that, and you could charge it like that. So another just cool way, or at least I like to display them like that or keep them together. It's a good way to keep, you know, so if you get a few of these cars, you know which transmitter's which if you didn't want to actually label the transmitter. But that'll do it for everything in the box. So now looking at the transmitter itself, again, you want to first install your batteries, which are going to be on the bottom. You see this little open port, you just slide it one way, and then the entire top will come out, and you're going to need 4 AAA batteries. I've got them over here, so I'm going to get those in, get the polarity right. One, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to slide that back into its groove. And it fits one way. We're going to lock it down. Believe that's locked. And then the top just slides in at the top. And you see there's a little knob here. That's going to allow you to separate it if you ever want to separate again. You probably won't, but pull that back, slide it in, and then it locks in place. And now you're good to go. And when you turn on the transmitter here, see, you got a blue light for on, and then in the middle, that's going to be your charge. So I'm going to turn it off. I'll put the car back on it. The car is already fully charged, so we might not see anything at the moment, but when it's on, when you put this in the middle, you'd be in charge mode, and that would go, oh, there it is. Red light shows that it's charging. The red light under here is for the charge when you're in that setting. So just know that that'll be charging your car. When that red light would turn off, then you know your car is charged via the transmitter. Turn it off, and take the car off, and then on top of the transmitter as well, you do have your, again, adjustable trim knob, steering trim, throttle trim. You have the ability to reverse your steering if it's reversed, and then you have other channels, and then you have channels on the right. We'll get into those when we're ready to race around. Now, looking at other things in the box, again, are 2 bodies. I'm going to open up one of these packs. Each one of these packs will again go with the body. These are all the extra finishing pieces, if you will. Show you what's in there. I'll put it on this like green section, but this looks like top of a hood, or these are the windows. You put these on the inside like that. So that would give you some black windows if you wanted to use them. You got bumpers, you got spoilers, all sorts of little bits that come with it. The clear lights for the headlights, everything to finish it off, but obviously you wouldn't put those on yet until you painted the body yourself. So I really enjoy that they give you those extra options, and the 2 screws are what's gonna keep the body on when you're ready to put it on. And then these are gonna be your underbody lights. These, the first time I saw these were in that actually limited edition pack video that we recently did where you get 4 cars in one, and it came with a bunch of these, but you got 2 blue, you got 2 orange, you got 2 green, and then the car itself, the red one's already pre-installed. So this is the orange body. You can see the red lines here. If I wanted to change these colors out, you just pop it right off. It basically clips off, and which one's brighter? Let's go with a green. So then if I take the green one, you just line up, there's 2 little nubs, 2 little holes, if you will. You just line them up and press it in, and now you have green. So this would have green on one side, red on the other. So right now we're Christmas. I'll take that one off and put on green for the purpose of this video. I feel the green is the brightest, really sticks out. But you can see on top, I mean, I love looking at these just because of the technology that's involved with this. So you got a little battery on it. I believe it is a 55 milliamp 1S. If you ever wanted to change that out, it's basically just silicone glued down. So you could unglue it, but you have to do some soldering, I believe, to get it to to get it to connect. You see it's soldered in, so it's not an easy change. I wouldn't expect to change it. It's gonna last a long time though, because it's not drawing much power. But all around, you see that little board controls everything. That's your receiver antenna on top. I mean, everything in one with the little rubber tires. It's just, at its size, it's really something different in the RC world. They really found an awesome niche that I believe they're the only ones that even inhabit this world of micro RC racing. So all around, super duper neat. So now I'm gonna clear off all this stuff and let's take her for a little spin just on this mat here, just to show you some of the proportional controls. Transmitter, I'm gonna turn the transmitter on first. Then you can see the car on the bottom. Opposite the port is gonna be your on-off switch at the top here. You're gonna turn that on, and you can see our lights are green on the underbody, and that means we are bound and ready to go. So right now we are in one setting. I don't know which setting we are in, but it seems like we are in a slower speed setting because there are multiple settings. So I'm just gonna drive it back and forth. And then you have the ability again to change the speeds. So on the top, you're gonna see a switch. Right now we are in the 50% mode, it's called. You could even lower the speed. So if I go down to the 20, it's 20, 50, and 100%. So if I go down to the 20, that's our max speed. So a great way to sort of start out, get a feel for it. Good for trimming the car. Like right now, when I let the car go straight, you can see I got a little left lean, so I can adjust the steering trim. And let's do it while we're driving. There we go. Now it's trimmed straight. There we go. So simple turn of the dial can adjust your steering and you can test it out. But now we'll go back to the 50% mode. So that's 50%, which is a little bit faster, and you work your way around the course. I don't even know what 100% is gonna be like. Oh, we're hitting the car. All right, are we ready? Am I ready for this? It might go off the table. Now we're going to 100%. Woo! Oh! I don't know if I'd be able to stay on the track. This is why you want to make your own course on your dining room floor. You could really have some fun on a concrete, concrete basement floor or garage floor, something like that. You're going to get a lot of speed with the C76, but all around super neat. I mean, just like all the other ones, you can't really beat it for what it is, but just super duper cool. I mean, it's just a neat package at what I believe to be a great price for all you're getting here. I mean, a fully proportional RC car that can, probably run on Hot Wheels tracks and things like that as well. I mean, you could really go nuts with what you can do, and there are a lot, as you can see, there's a lot of options now in the lineup. Like you can, these cars will fit inside the trucks. We have a video on the two trailer trucks. They're really cool. So it's like you're bringing the cars to the racetrack. They're fully functional with tons of lights. You've got the monster trucks as well. They can do jumps. They come with, jump ramps and things like that, a little more bashing. Then you have some options for drifting. We have drift cars that have brass wheels on them and gyro stabilization. And we have a drift track. I want to show you quickly, what these tracks are. Again, think of these, the tracks we sell as sort of like a mouse pad, just a gigantic mouse pad. And then the drift track we carry actually it would be like a harder surface mouse pad. If you ever had a mouse pad with like that harder plastic on the top, that's for the drift cars. That'll make them drift. Like you're not really going to drift on this or the one I'm about to open. But when you get your Turbo Racing mat, they just come rolled up, and I save these boxes because that's how I store them myself. I keep this one in the original box. This one's about 3 feet long by about 4 feet wide, I believe. And then it has a little spot on it, but let's open it up. It just holds it down, and then I'll turn it the way, I believe that's the direction it's gonna be. But this is like a smaller course. You can see right on top. So this would be a more simple course that 100% throttle is going to be a little too much for. But if you go down to 50%, you could keep it in the course. And then again, you could trick it out. Get some, maybe if you have a 3D printer, you could probably 3D print like a tower here or grandstands, things like that, and really just have some fun with it. Almost think of it like a slot car without the slots. but all around super neat. Maybe mix some tracks. Oh, it's not gonna drive up that. We need a full, you know what, that's what they need. They need a full oval that brings the cars up around the ramp so you can like NASCAR them around. All around though, I enjoy the turbo racing cars, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in this video. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Links to both colors of the C76 are going to be in the description of this video, as well as a link to all the rest of our turbo racing products. If you saw something else here you like, I'll put a link to the mats as well down there, so definitely check it out if you're interested in what I've shown you here today. And guys, as always, we appreciate you so much for watching this video. If you could hit the like button, maybe even subscribe, that's always going to help us out. But the best way you could support Motion RC is heading to motionrc.com or motionrc.eu and purchasing your next RC favorite toy. We got them all: planes, cars, trucks, boats, tanks, you name it. We got it here at Motion RC, and we thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one, we'll see you then.